What's up, everybody? No intro, no countdown, no nothing. Tuesday night Q&A. It's Bengals week. Bengals. Doesn't freaking matter how to pronounce their name because Chiefs are going to be 2-0 after this Sunday at least. That's how I feel at this point in time after kind of digging into a little bit of Bengals tape, film, i.e. rewatching the game and listening to people who watch tape and film on the Bengals because I'm just a fan like you. I'm not a big X's and O's guy, but I am feeling pretty good about the Chiefs and how they look for this Sunday against the Bengals. Would love to talk about that with you guys. First off, I'd love to see how everybody's doing in chat. Let me know. Jennifer, thanks so much for the 5 gifted. Holy smokes, let's go. Daniel with the gifted as well, and Ari with the 24 months. I don't know why I said Ari. I don't know. Why did I say that? I don't know. Thanks so much, man. For the 24 months, that's 2 years. Let's freaking go, dude. 2 years. Last time we were live was Thursday night for the season opener. It was a lot of fun hanging out with you guys. Thanks so much for hanging in there. We had about 5,500 in chat at the peak of it, with the Chiefs and Ravens game going down to the wire. It was a crazy game, crazy matchup. Lamar Jackson wanted that win very bad. He tried his best, and at the end of the day, he just couldn't get it done. That close, right? A toenail. But there was a wide open Zay Flowers on the play before. He missed Isaiah Likely in the back corner of the end zone, I think, on the play before that. You know, I like Lamar. I think he's fun. He's a regular season MVP for a reason. He's done it a couple times. I don't know, though. There's just something about the guy. Like, not talking character-wise, because that's Deshaun Watson. That if you want to go have a bone to pick with somebody's character, that's that guy over there dealing with another potential lawsuit. I don't have a problem with Lamar. There's just something about him not being able to finish games when it matters. And it's a bummer for Bengals fans, but it's great if you're a Chiefs fan. So, yeah, that's how I feel about that game right now. Done with the Ravens, onto the Bengals? Yeah, for sure. This is the first time chatting with you guys, though, since the conclusion of that game. So I did want to talk about just how the Chiefs were looking after that win. And then you kind of have to look back to then look ahead, because then you look at the Bengals. You have to kind of go back and look at their game against the Patriots. They lost 10-16, and a pretty big upset to the Patriots. And yeah, they've got some things to work through too, but here's the thing, man. The Bengals always start horrible to these seasons. I don't know why. I think they're 1-5 week 1 in the Zach Taylor era, and Joe Burrow is like 0-4 or 1-3 or 1-4 in week 2 games as a starter. So the Bengals start slow. That's happened many, many times. So I guess in one sense, it should play into the Chiefs' favor, just the fact that Mahomes, I think, is like 4-1 or 5-0. I'm going off the top of my head. He might be 5-1 in week 2 games. He's only lost 1. Burrow's lost all but 1, I think. You know, that does play in the Chiefs' favor. Those are kind of, they're not really quantifiable stats, though. Like, there's a bunch of factors that go into early season losses. I don't know how you can really quantify that. But yeah, I mean, when you look at the Bengals and how they are, like Joe Burrow, he was looking rocky. His wrist still isn't right from that wrist surgery. He was like looking at it in the game and like shaking it and like doing this. Couldn't, like, somebody on Twitter shared like he was like struggling picking up a water bottle. And then Chase just got back. Jamar Chase just got back after holding in. He didn't get a new contract. T. Higgins was not out there, right? And then he might not be out there week 2. T. Higgins is one of their go-to wide receivers, probably wide receiver 2. He might not be out there. The Bengals also had 2 turnovers, 2 fumbles. They had 3 straight 3-and-outs to start the game. They're not looking hot right now. Meanwhile, the Chiefs, and again, we have to go back to the Ravens game for a second. We have to go back to the Ravens game because that's all we have to go on looking forward. The Chiefs, I mean, they got it done. 27 points against the Ravens were a couple drop passes from having at least 34 instead of 27. If Isaiah Pacheco catches that shoot route out of the backfield up the right sideline, that's at least a 1st and goal, or Pacheco scores on that play. And then Juju Smith-Schuster, tough ask of him on that play, but he could have caught a touchdown pass there too. And I think both of those drives, I believe it was those two drives, they had to settle for field goals instead of touchdowns. That would have been 34 points on arguably the best defense in the NFL in the Ravens. They were number 1 last year. Chiefs were number 2. 34 points. Again, they only put up 27. I say only. That's not a bad thing. They only put up 27 points how many times last year? A couple? A few? So, again, I'm feeling really good about the Chiefs. They should also potentially be getting Hollywood Brown back. That's great. Juju Smith-Schuster is going to have another week in the system. His cousin, Samaje Perine, is going to have another week. It's not even just another week. It's another 10 days in the system here. These are guys that just signed a week before the season opener, a week and a half for Juju. So a lot of good signs there for the Chiefs, specifically on the offensive side of the ball. Brenda with the 24 months. Woohoo! 2 years and going strong. Looking for many more. Thanks, Cole. Heck yeah, thank you. How do you think Hollywood Brown would do? He would probably take some Justin Watson snaps. You would see a lot of Rice, Hollywood, Worthy, Kelsey out there on the field, which would be fantastic. How do I think he would do? I don't know. We'll see. The Bengals are still a good team. They are decent on defense for sure. They've got some great defensive backs. You've got Cam Taylor-Britt still. You've got Geno Stone that they signed in the offseason. You've got, what's the other safety's name? It's going to bug me. I don't remember off the top of my head, but you've got Dax Hill, who they drafted in the first round a couple years ago. They have some good pieces. And then Trey Hendrickson, one of their pass rushers, he had 5 pressures last week. They were identified as quick pressures. That's a pressure in 3 seconds or less. He led the league last week. And you know what side he plays on? His right. Mahomes is left. That's Trey Hendrickson versus Kingsley Suamataia. So that's going to be one of the battles to watch for sure. Kyle with the 10. The Chiefs offense impressed me on Thursday night. I said in Zoom calls that the offense was questionable, especially in the wide receiver position. Let's see how well they play going forward. I don't think the offense for the Chiefs is questionable. I think the offense takes big steps up. I think the defense maybe takes a step or two back, but I still think the defense played pretty well, all things considered. Jalen Watson had a great PBU. They held the Ravens to 20. It was almost 27, but like the Ravens are weird, dude. They are such an odd team to have to defend. And then when you have Lamar Jackson running the ball every 5 seconds, I mean, I don't know what else you're supposed to do. Yeah, he had a lot of yards, but he also had another L. He's 1-5 against Mahomes in his career. Yeah, Nick Bolton, he did not have a good game. I see some people talking about Nick Bolton in the chat. Is Nick Bolton a liability? I think it's too early to say if he's straight up a liability. We always kind of have known he's not like a super athletic linebacker. That's like Willie Gay Jr. Like, Nick Bolton is not going to get to the edge sometimes, chasing people down. It's just not going to happen. We've seen that so many times. But yeah, he had a pretty bad game last week. Some of that's probably rust. He played a ton of snaps, and he missed a lot of training camp. Now, there was a bunch of defenders that missed a lot of training camp due to injuries. Chris Jones missed the back half of training camp. Jalen Watson missed almost all of training camp. Justin Reed missed all of training camp. I think who said it? Spags, Veach, Andy Reid. Maybe it was Andy Reid said, I think there were 5 or 6 defenders that missed a lot of training camp, if not all. And then on the offensive side of the ball, Joe Thuney missed pretty much all of it. And it's training camp and preseason. You're getting some good reps under your belt, though, week 1 against the Ravens for sure. Kyle, thanks again for the 10-bomb, man. Let's go. Kirby with the 5. Burrow looked like the real Slim Shady right now. The Chiefs are a lock for week 2. Dude, let's go, man. Yeah, he dyed his hair a while back, and we all kind of were like, what the heck when he did? But hey, you are free to do what you want. And here's my thing to Burrow. At least he's got hair to dye. I don't have any. So he can at least change his hair color. I cannot. Don't doubt Nick. He'll be good. Yeah, so I'm not super, super down on Nick Bolton. But he did have a bad game. It was not good, to say the least. He was getting bullied. He was lost out there. He was gasping for air. He gave up the likely touchdown, the 50-yarder. It wasn't just him, but he was in coverage, was too tired to even track him down and try to make a tackle. Brian Cook obviously was the last resort, and he over-pursued and likely did a little Madden-esque, whoo! Brian Cook goes, wee! And then likely goes into the end zone. Yeah, I want to give Nick Bolton more time. I want to give a lot of players more time. It was only week one. I don't dig the huge overreactions for week one. Even though I said, hey, after week one, it looks to me like the Chiefs are the best team in the NFL. If you don't want to argue that, you want to say, nah, the Cowboys or the 49ers after they beat the Jets last night, okay. They're for sure the best team in the AFC. The Bills would be close second. Josh Allen had 4 touchdowns last week, and he looks pretty good. He looks pretty good. Brenda with the 5 thoughts on Chris Jones across from Orlando Brown. Yeah, so when you look at the Bengals O-line, they had a pretty good game last week. You're not going to find pass rushers on the Patriots like you're going to find on the Chiefs, although Gerard Mayo, their head coach, is a good defensive-minded coach. I think he was a former NFL linebacker, right? For sure, their linebackers coach. They did not get to Burrow. He had like the 3rd least pressure in any NFL game he's ever played last week, Joe Burrow. And he had a clean pocket. Now, if the Chiefs know how to exploit anybody's weakness on that O-line, it's going to be Orlando Brown Jr. He's been here. He was here for, 2 or 3 years? I think maybe it was just 2. I can't remember. It was 2 or 3. But they know his weaknesses. They also let him walk in free agency because of some of those weaknesses and maybe how contract negotiations were going behind the scenes. And they know how to exploit that. So yeah, thoughts on Chris Jones on Orlando? Sure. I think they're going to create some matchups, whether it's Chris Jones, whether it's George Karlaftis, Mike Dana, who will probably really be on that side. Yeah, FAU will work in a little bit. I even saw like they had Leo Chanel rushing off the edge at times. They're going to create some matchups for sure. And Chris Jones, he did this last week. He gets to the line. He looks at what play he thinks it's going to be. He looks at the O-line, and he literally says, I want right here. And then the rest of the D-line says, sir, yes, sir, and moves over. Chris Jones goes to the spot he wants and then eats. You weren't really able to get to Lamar Jackson because he is a freak unicorn mobile QB. You will get to Joe Burrow in comparison, even though in the past, Joe Burrow has been sneaky, slithery little serpent back there getting away from several would-be sacks, including on Chris Jones in games prior. But yeah, you're going to be able to get to Joe much easier in comparison to Lamar. Yeah, for sure. Ready for another season, said Don, watching Chiefs football with Cole. Let's go. Thanks so much for the 10. Really appreciate you, and I'm excited, man. Football is here. It's Bengals week 2. Let's go. Sean with the 10. Bolton also gave up the passing TD versus Baltimore in the AFC Championship game. I think they try and get him in mismatches. Smart coaching, to be honest. Yeah, so that touchdown, you're talking about the Zay Flowers touchdown that Leo Chanel missed his blitz. He missed his sack on the blitz on Lamar. Yeah, I don't even know if that was a mismatch that they knew was going to happen. It's just what Spags ended up doing and how they sent, they always send like these disguised pressures, right? Everybody hugs the line. You never know who's coming. They'll back a linebacker out and blitz a corner. And I can't remember exactly everything that happened in the secondary and on that play, but I do know Nick Bolton was left in coverage on Zay Flowers, and it was not good. But what are you going to expect Nick Bolton to do against Zay Flowers? Any linebacker, maybe even Drew Tranquil, is going to get burnt by Zay Flowers. So, yeah, that was a tough one for sure, Sean. 100%. Good to see you, man. Let's go. You anticipate Chris Jones still remembers a postseason loss to the Bengals and his missed sack? I mean, I'm sure it's been a couple years removed from that. But I don't think they ever forget, because remember that missed sack, then Joe Burrow posted to his social media afterwards, and it showed like Chris Jones on the ground. I don't think he forgot about that. Trust me. Yeah, it was like 40 yards downfield. Leo Chanel missed his sack on Lamar on that play. If we're talking AFC Championship game, yeah, for sure. AJ Brown sucks. Wait, what? AJ Brown had a great game. He's awesome. Thoughts on FAU? Looks like he's starting to put it together. Yeah, I mean, I watched the game. I don't even know how many snaps he played, but like he was there and around. He had a tackle for loss, thanks in part to Drew Tranquil. Much credit to him on that play, even though he probably won't show up on the stat sheet for that. He recovered that fumble. Yeah, I mean, I think FAU needs more time, but he's been underwhelming thus far. But he had some splash plays, and you're going to continue to see him in the rotation, dude. They don't got anybody else. I mean, let me actually back up on that. They have Cameron Thomas that they just traded for from the Cardinals, but I think he was inactive last week. If he wasn't inactive, he barely played. And then you've got a Minihue out. So FAU's got to rotate in. It's only up from here for him, I hope. Yeah, I hope. Let's see. I believe FAU is 21 years old. Be patient, people. Yeah, he's still one of the youngest people. I think he's one of the youngest on the team and possibly one of the youngest players still in the NFL. And he was drafted last year. So that's insane. He's super young. Oh, that's why I said A.J. Brown sucks. A.J. Brown is in chat. An A.J. Brown burner. Everyone free money. Bet on me for the Monday Night Football game. Oh, man. Hey, dude, he was racking up money if you put money down on him in Brazil. It's pronounced the Bengals. The defense was good. Anyone would be gassed chasing Lamar. Yeah, I don't have any major qualms about the defense, like off the top of my head. Again, I haven't watched that game again since Friday, so I'm a little hazy on it. And then I have since watched 16 NFL games, or I watched the 15 remaining NFL games on Friday, rest of Sunday, and Monday. No, I mean, they gave up a tough touchdown to open the game, and then obviously they gave up some more points later. I'm trying to remember what the other touchdowns were. Yeah, but I mean, no, I don't have any like major concerns right now about the defense. I mean, yeah, they didn't really get to Lamar, but dude, what the heck are you supposed to do? Sometimes they were getting to him. Sometimes the D-line, or the O-line rather, was just letting the D-line get to him. And they say, okay, you're going to open up a lane. Lamar's just going to use that and run. I mean, geez Louise, man, that guy's a freak. We need to feel sorry for them. Their biggest culinary accomplishment is Skyline Chili, and they live in Ohio. All right, fair enough. Shout out to FLDB. The new graphics are fire. Yeah, man, FLDB crushed him and Brand. Brand's doing a lot of the animations for it, but they crushed the scoreboard. It was awesome. Yeah, that'll be back this week. J-Rock said, I need most of y'all to realize the linebackers looked off only because of Lamar Jackson. It's hard to cover a Zay Flowers or Isaiah Likely when they have to worry about chasing him. Yeah, so he had a spy. That was Leo most of the time, Leo Chanel. But yeah, again, the Ravens are a very odd team. That's why a lot of Lamar Jackson's passes, like he threw it to people that were like pretty freaking open, dude. And it was created due to the threat of the run game, play action, the threat of Lamar potentially running as well. So yeah, it is very difficult on a defense to play against the Ravens. They've had a lot of success because of that, but not a lot of success against the Chiefs, thankfully. Let's see. Underdog. Yeah. Underdog. What's up? We can talk underdog here in a bit. We got to do some new pick'ems for this week, so I'll be curious to know what you guys like as far as the higher lower goes. You got to have like 3 guys getting to Lamar if you want to sack him, and that's the problem, Mike. He is at times a good enough passer that if you're doing that, you're creating some open space in the secondary, and he's oftentimes going to be able to find his target. Now, when the game's on the line, I don't know. He's just going to miss him, I guess. But yeah, we done with the Ravens, really. We on to the Bengals. Yeah, part of Lamar's success was us losing Willie Gay. Yeah, true. Willie Gay was a great linebacker, man. Cole bet on this guy named Skinny Batman. He won't disappoint. Why do I feel like this is the guy that always used to talk about Sky Moore? Love the channel. Thank you, Kenneth. Appreciate you, man. Thanks so much. Means a lot. You know, the fact that I get to do this. This is my job. Like, it's not lost on me. And it's like I wake up and I just really get to enjoy covering the news that happens and kind of reacting and giving my thoughts around it. And yeah, it's been a blast. Rob with a 2. With a 2 bomb, said Justin Tucker. I mean, we did just beat the Ravens, so here's a little Justin Tucker for you.
There's still some of those ghosts of Justin Tucker banging a 60-yard field goal over the crossbar and through to be.
It's still one of the craziest slips I've ever seen in my life, dude. Spags held Henry to minimal yards. Yeah, that's a big positive. The Chiefs held Derrick Henry to like 50 yards. Yep. It was awesome. Burrow does not scramble. No, not like that. Now, I will say this. I don't know if Burrow's wrist is 100%. Like, they might say it is. He didn't look 100%. He's throwing a lot of quick passes, so that's going to be the thing for Burrow, in my opinion. Like, if you want to avoid being sacked, he's got to get the ball out within a couple seconds to his first read. A lot of dinking and dunking is what's probably going to happen, and the Chiefs got to be ready for that. They also can't overcommit to the shorter pass because Burrow still can burn you deep. Again, the wrist is not right at this point in time, but I think he's just still working back from the surgery he had. Yeah, Derrick Henry in the past has definitely eaten the Chiefs alive. Yeah, for sure. Derek D with the 13 months. Evening, Cole. I had something shipped to you from near New England. It was supposed to arrive yesterday. Hope that it didn't get lost and you enjoy it. I think nobility will suit you. Dude, thank you. I haven't gotten a package yet, like a notification that I had a package delivered to my UPS box, but maybe we should check it here soon. I didn't get a text, but it could be there. Rachel with the 5. She said, damn it, Cole, I was at the game on Thursday, and every time I saw Tucker kick a field goal, I kept thinking of that clip. That's because it's an incredible clip. An absolutely incredible clip. It's so good. Something about repeating. Is Snead going to be our win or lose? Snead? Well, he's gone. What do you mean? Is he going to be our win or lose? I mean, he was definitely a key defender gone. Nothing you could do now, right? Nothing you could do now. King Henry is DU in done. What running back is still at the top of their game after 30? Yeah, he's had 2,000 career touches as well. Is Tucker falling off, though, because he hasn't made a 50-yarder in a long time? Yeah. I didn't even know that stat until somebody said it in the game. He's missed, like, the majority of his 50-plus yard attempts over the last couple of seasons, or at least in his last, like, 5 or 7 attempts. It was quite a bit. Yeah. Cowboys kicker was about to, Janae. Song says, does anyone know how Snead did his first game? I think he did okay. Yeah, I asked a Titans fan about it. Derrick Henry under 50 yards. What about McCaffrey versus our defense? Well, thankfully, we don't got to worry about that right now. And McCaffrey, if you're talking about CMAC, that's who I'm reading that as Christian McCaffrey, CMC. I mean, he's dealing with, like, some Achilles issues, so he's got to watch out. Are you good at biology? I don't know. I took biology as, like, a sophomore in high school. I passed it with an A. I don't know. I'm scared, though. I'm scared to know what's following up after you ask me that. Cole, have you decided what game you're going to? Love the content. Rays fan with a 10. No, not yet. I have not. I'm bad. I'm sorry, I have not. Now the Thursday night game hit, and it's just been insane ever since with the season kicking off. But thanks so much for the 10 bomb, man. Will T. Higgins play this week? Yeah, we'll see. We need to see the injury report come out and just how things progress. Adam Schefter said earlier this week he would be surprised if T. Higgins plays on Sunday because of his hamstring injury. But dude, come on. You guys know that players get healthy when they play the Chiefs. Now obviously, sorry, my dog's walking around. I was trying to figure out what was going on. Obviously, if the injury is manageable, T. Higgins will play. I just need to see the injury report and how he trends because part of me is just preparing for him to play. That's just kind of how it goes. But In Spags, we trust if he does. Let's go. Thoughts on Kingsley or the O-line in general? Yeah. I mean, Kingsley, I felt like had a pretty good game. I don't think it was perfect. He either gave up a sack or was part of the reason why Mahomes got sacked on a play, gave up a couple pressures, but they left him on an island for every passing snap other than 2. He got chip help on 2 snaps. So, yeah, I like what I saw from Kingsley. I mean, I watched the game twice. I didn't notice anything insane from the O-line. I do think that Mahomes was like dropping back further at times. I don't know if that's just because of pressure that was coming and he wanted more time. I think they need a little bit of time to gel here. Jawan Taylor had a couple penalties. Joe Thuney missed basically all of offseason training with the guys because of his injury. They need some time to gel and to mesh, but overall I'm not overly concerned about the Chiefs O-line, I guess. But the Bengals got a couple guys. They got Hubbard. They've got Hendrickson. Again, that's going to be over on Kingsley Suamata'ia's side. So against the Bengals, you've got a couple more guys over there than you did facing the Ravens. How would you feel about Jamar if you were a Bengals fan? I mean, you're talking about like with his hold-in and all that. I mean, if Jamar, let's just flip it this way, because I'm not going to pretend I'm a Bengals fan. That just makes me feel disgusting, and I might need a shower. Let's just say Jamar Chase was a Chief, and he held in and did all that. Like, were we frustrated with Chris Jones? I mean, yeah, but would we be glad that he's on our team and respect him? Yeah. Is he one of the top receivers in the NFL? Yeah. So, I mean, he just, yeah, I have a lot of respect for the guy, to be honest. I'm sure Bengals fans really like him, but the hold-in was probably frustrating. Just like for us, we really like Chris Jones, one of the best at his position, actually the best now, no debate with Aaron Donald retired, but dude, come on, we were frustrated with him holding out, with Chris Jones holding out, for sure. Kirby with the 2. Spags is the reason the Pats went 18-1. Let's go, man. Spags is the GOAT, dude. Brand with the 5 gifted too? Oh, let's go. I think I got some gifteds to give. Let's go. We got 5 on it. Yep, in Spags we trust 100%. He's kind of a jerk though. Oh, Jamar. I feel like it just stick a little bit, but yeah, for sure. You see Jamar's point? It's like players get punished for being drafted in the first round. Well, he's got 2 years left on his contract, so I guess the team told him that they were going to try to get an extension done with him, though, this offseason. So he was really holding out, hoping that he was going to be able to. Is Hollywood back? Not like officially, Sean. What's up, man? Hope you're doing well, by the way. We'll have to just see how the injury report, I think day 1 injury report comes out tomorrow. We'll just kind of have to see how that trends, and if is he going to be a limited participant? Is he going to be a full participant? We won't really know, but Andy Reid made it seem like he could be back. He's trending in the right direction, for sure. Sean, painful to see Joe Alt in powder blue, but he shut Max Crosby down, 14 out of 14, 0 pressures. Yeah, he looked good. Yeah, Joe Alt looked really good, man. It would have been cool for the Chiefs to go up and get him, and there's your future left tackle, but I'm excited for Kingsley. They also have Worthy. You would have had to give up a lot of draft capital to move that high up to get Joe Alt. It wasn't realistic. Yo, Sean with the 5 gifted as well after the 5 bomb. Dude, let's go. Appreciate you, man. Marcus with the membership, the Let's Freaking Go tier. Going to get access to the members only Zoom call this month. You hate MetLife's turf. I feel like it. Oh, we got AJ Brown saying this again. Yeah, man, turf is never good. Gifting train is on fire. They're going nuts. They said we couldn't beat the Ravens. I say 1 win, 19 to go during 3-peat season. Heck yeah, Jonah? Got to be Jonah. Maybe. The H is throwing me off in your name. Marcus with the gifted 2. Let's go, man. Boats and hoes. What a freaking community we got here on HBTC. Best out there. Thanks so much, man. So good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, how are you feeling about this game on Sunday? Let me know your thoughts. It's what is it, a 3:30 game? 3:30 game. I don't know that I have a score prediction yet, but I am going to roll with the Chiefs getting the dub. I feel pretty confident about it. Especially if you get Hollywood Brown back. You've got to protect Mahomes in the pocket, but I don't know. Joe Burrow takes a while to get momentum going, and he doesn't look right after surgery. T. Higgins might not play. Jamar Chase, he's in his second week back after literally holding in all training camp and preseason. Focus so much on first 2 games. Can't remember who we play week 3. Who do we play week 3? We've got a Monday night game against the Falcons here soon, but that's not week 3, is it? Yeah, I don't even know. First 2 games are the back-to-back bangers. We've been focused on those. Yo, what's up, Seth? We got to stop Joe Burrow. He's 3-1 against Mahomes, Chiefs by 10. Yeah, true. They've all those games. I misspoke in yesterday's video. I said the last 5 games, the Chiefs it's been 1-score games. I meant the last 4. When they played against Jake Browning, I think is his name. Yeah, it was not a 3-point game. But the last 4 Mahomes and Burrow matchups have been 3-point games. They've been down to the wire. Could have gone either way. Yeah, what's up, Storm? My thoughts, says Jeff, is Lou Anarumo. Always schemes well against the Chiefs, but he's expecting a 2-score win. Dude, let's go. I just wonder, Lou Anarumo is a great defensive coordinator. That's the defensive coordinator of the Bengals, just in case you guys are wondering. And yeah, he's really done a good job scheming against the Chiefs offense, but I don't know, man. I just feel like there's something about this Chiefs offense this year. It's going to be hard to stop, dude. I mean, I don't know why I said that was my I don't want to be rude kind of chuckle, but I just feel really good about this offense. We do face the Falcons week 3. Oh, okay, let's go. You read a rumor that Travis Kelce has an Achilles injury? I didn't see anything about that. So for now, that's just a rumor. Yo, what's up, Blitz? Oh, Atlanta is 3rd game. Okay, good. Do you think Jamar Chase will get a new contract? It doesn't seem like he's going to get one this year. If he gets one, it's going to be announced like ASAP. What the heck, David? You're recovering from lymphoma, stomach cancer. Interested in Kansas City Chiefs champs future game. Can someone help me? Dude, David, get well soon, man. Holy smokes. I have a sponsor, Autograph. They're your all-in-one Chiefs app. Place to get all your Chiefs news, your content, your podcast, your articles, everything. And they just gave away some tickets there. And we might be doing some giveaways here in the future as well. You have a room for 2 emojis? Do we have a crocodile one for Carson Steele? I feel like we need one of those. Marcus, thanks so much for the 5, man. I don't know why it said welcome to Let's Freaking Go. I guess I missed a payment or something. Oh well, glad to be back. Dang, I don't know. Because yeah, you're not a new member, so I don't know what's up with that. You shouldn't be a new member. You've been here for months. What the heck? Oh, we do have a Crocky J. Yo, what the heck? That's fire. I don't know what some of these are. We got the 3P. What's that? What's a red ball? What is that? What is that, dude? I like it, but I don't know what it is. Somebody tell me. Oh, Furious George? Okay. Just be grateful 31 teams hate us. I remember a time when we were 10-0 with Trent Green. Oh, heck yeah, dude. Those are kind of fun times until the playoffs. Yeah. Play Steele more as well. Yeah, he's a rookie. He'll get some playing time, but they're going to ease him in slowly, I think. Obviously, unless somebody gets hurt. Yeah, unless somebody gets hurt. Furious George, that's awesome. Heck yeah, dude. Let's go. You think Rice will have a really good game? Also, we should be able to sack Joe. He's not the runner Jackson is. Yeah, for sure. Also, if Hollywood is back, Trav is definitely going to be open all the time. Yeah, same with Rice, dude. I mean, you're going to have problems. Juju, Hollywood, Rice, Kelsey. Then you got Worthy stretching the field. I mean, jeez. Good luck, man. I think we all knew Rice would feast this year, but it seemed to surprise the rest of the league. Yeah, I kind of said, hey, Rice is the receiver to watch. He had the best camp of every receiver on the team. And he was my guy that, like, I think he's going to ball out this year. You think Juju goes off Sunday? Oh, what's up, Trey? Yeah, I mean, he hasn't been here long. I still think they'll just work him in niche packages. But if Hollywood Brown doesn't play, then Juju would have an even bigger game, I think. Kirby with a 2, buying a Nick Lowry jersey. Hashtag deep cut. No, don't buy that, dude. Don't do that. Yeah, don't do that. Chiefs have too many fast guys to cover, said Smiley. Can't wait. Heck yeah. How come our defense doesn't have a cool name like Orange Crush, Legion of Boom, etc.? That's a good question. I feel like it needs a name. You think Juju will look better this week after having another in the system? Yeah, I mean, another 10 days, he'll definitely look better. How much will he actually get worked in if Hollywood returns? Remains to be seen, though. What is the Bengals' prominent weakness this year? I don't know. I feel like it's still too early to give like their prominent weakness. They're not like before the season. You would say, well, they're not great against the run. You would then say, based on the injuries, like they do have a little bit of weakness there going on with their receiving weapons. Like Tyler Boyd is gone. T. Higgins might not play. Jamar Chase held in most of OTA's training camp preseason. Joe Burrow's not looking right yet. Yeah. I mean, those are a couple things that are going to be key. I'm going to do my preview video tomorrow, and I'm going to dig into like a couple more hours of research, and we'll get a good video out there. The speed of some of these connections between 15 and 4 on those slants were wild to watch in real time. Yeah, for sure. Our defense is called the champs. Hunter said, can't complain about Juju's drop. Very few people are holding on to that. Yeah, when I rewatched that game back, he jumped up right and he kind of had the ball like on the bottom half. And he actually, when he was in the air, he got slammed. He got pushed into the ground and he literally like ricocheted off it. That was a really hard catch. Could have made it. Could have made the catch, but it was a tough one. Marcus with a 2. The nickname for defense could be the Angry Dozen. 12 men on the field? The Angry Baker's Dozen, maybe? No, what's a Baker's Dozen? Is that one less because the baker tries one? Sean with the 10. We were at Redwood Forest. Oh, we were the Redwood Forest in the late 60s. Oh, Baker's Dozen is 13? Okay. Okay, it's not a Baker's Dozen. I love people saying Worthy is just a gadget guy. Yeah, I mean, doesn't seem like it. They're using him to stretch the field. Behind the line of scrimmage, he caught a shallow crosser. He caught that deep touchdown or that 30-something yard touchdown on a coverage bust. I think he's more than a gadget guy for sure. He's only played one game, but I mean, I'm very excited about it. About him. Cole, question. Do you think Hollywood Brown's coming back? I do think he's coming back. If so, will he be good? That's the hope. If he's coming back, he's good to go. Maybe there's a scenario that plays out where he does come back, but he's on like a little bit of a snap count, a limited snap count, right? Because you don't want that to happen again. But I don't think they're going to put him out there on the field if he wasn't good to go. Peter said possibly undefeated season. I'm feeling yes. I mean, yeah, it's possible. I think it's so hard to go undefeated in the NFL. It's only happened how many times? A couple, a few. I would not put money down on it personally, unless the odds were just insane and I could put a little to potentially make a lot, then I would do it, but I wouldn't put a lot of money on it. It's just so hard. It's only been done once? Why did I think it was done more than once? How did I become a Chiefs fan? I was born in Kansas City, and my parents were Chiefs fans, and my grandparents were Chiefs fans. So, yeah, I've been in the Kansas City area since 1991 when I was born. You'd put money down on winning 16 or 17. I definitely put money down on 15. Ooh, do you think Pirine will get more touches? Yeah, more on third downs because he'll have 10 more days in the system. I do. I don't know how many, but I think he'll get some more for sure. As long as the gadget plays work, it's not a bad thing. No, not at all. Not at all. I mean, using him behind the line of scrimmage on a end around ended up in a touchdown, so fine with me. Do you have an idea when the Zoom call or member stream will be? No, not at this point in time. I'm just like kind of looking at the calendar. We've got a few weeks left of September, but yeah, it's gonna fly by though. I don't know. Looking at the calendar made me yawn. I can't do that. I don't know why. You feel like Cincinnati will have a better game than they did against the Patriots? Still think we will win? I feel like they play pretty well against Kansas City, man. It should be a good game for sure. I'm confident that the Chiefs win, though. Yeah, I think the Chiefs will win. Again, there's a path of victory for every team, man. There was a path of victory for the Ravens last week, and they were pretty close to making it happen if Lamar Jackson connects with Zay Flowers in the end zone on the second to last play. Harbaugh was going for 2. Would they have got it? I don't know, but they were going to go for 2 to try to win it. It's a game of inches, man. A game of one play here or there. It's crazy. What are your thoughts about the Bengals O-line against the Chiefs pass rush? I mean, the O-line did pretty good last week against the Patriots. I do think, though, I said this earlier in the stream, that the Chiefs, they know how to exploit potentially a couple weaknesses of their left tackle, Orlando Brown Jr., and Spags should have a good time. The thing about that is even if the D-line is getting favorable matchups and winning, Burrow's release time is one of the fastest in the NFL, and with his wrist being hurt, he was throwing like a lot of shorter passes, quicker release passes, and just getting the ball out quickly to his first read. Not always, but a lot of the time. So we've got to watch out for that as well. Xavier with the 2-bomb. Appreciate you, man. 3rd super on a live stream. Let's go. Do you think Justin Watson will have a part of our offense this year? Yeah, I think he's like, with Hollywood back and then Juju, he'd be like your wide receiver 5, 4. I mean, he caught a pretty good pass in the middle of the field last week. That's what he does. He catches like 2 or 3 solid catches a game. Yeah, he'll have a role like that again. What do you think about the running back room? Do you think with the time Pacheco is out of the game that Carson Steele can carry some of the load? Yeah, I don't know how much they trust Carson Steele yet to carry a bunch of that as a rookie, but I do think they're going to continue to ease him in and increase his overall snap count. Dude, this is crazy. I think my wife is making bread, like homemade bread, and I can smell it through the vents. It smells so good. Oh my gosh. How do I feel about Sua Matia? I mean, good so far. I don't feel like he had a bad game. I don't know that it was a great game, but it was a good game. And he didn't get a lot of chip help either. Now you've got some more weapons going against you on the Bengals D-line in comparison to the Ravens, but still, it was a good game. Talk about the excessive force. Tyreek pulled out of his car. Even Calais was handcuffed. Achilles said, terrible cops here. Wow. Yeah, I mean, I saw the body cam footage. I think there's 2 things here. I think, sure, Tyreek probably shouldn't have sped. He was going about 60-ish. I don't know how much over the speed limit that was, 15, 20 miles an hour over. It was something. He was speeding. He probably shouldn't have been speeding. He probably should have wore a seatbelt. And, yeah, the police officers asked him to roll his window down again fully, but he wanted it up, I think, cracked for what he said was like his safety and how he felt more comfortable. But the cops with his tinted windows felt like they would be more comfortable with the window down. That's the Tyreek side. But the police dude took it to, I feel like they escalated it way more than it needed to be. I mean, holy smokes, dude. It was too much, in my opinion. And again, this is like a divisive topic when you're talking about police stuff, because some people will back police no matter what. But I mean, at the end of the day, we're all imperfect people in a fallen world, and nobody is above the law, including officers themselves. But yeah, that was what I saw when I watched the footage. Was, sure, I guess Tyreek could have maybe complied or like a little bit quicker or whatever, but like I don't think it justified the super aggressive reaction. It was a lot. It was a lot. Yep, give the ticket and move on. Yep. What did Tyreek Hill get detained for speeding? And then he wouldn't put his window all the way down, I guess. He put it all the way down at first. Gave his stuff. But the guy was like knocked on his window, and Tyreek's like, "Don't knock on my window, bro. Don't knock on my window like that." Yeah. It's kind of a crazy situation, man. The cop said, "Oh, F," when he learned it was Tyreek. Yeah, I saw the clip that said, one officer said, "Do you know who that is?" The other guy was like, "No." Guys, that's one of the main players on the Dolphins. The other cop said, "Oh, yeah, buddy." Derek with the 5 gifted. Dude, thank you, man. Thanks so much for the 5 gifted. Xavier with the 2. Should the Chiefs start Jaden Hicks at corner? No, he's not a corner, even though they were using him. Well, they were using Connor more in the slot. Jaden Hicks is more of a safety. I think they kind of showed you who they're going to start, and that's going to be Trent McDuffie and Jalen Watson, and then they'll rotate Joshua Williams and Najee Johnson in. Yeah. Simply Complex said cops took it to 10 way too fast. Yeah, it like went, that's what I'm saying. It went like 0 to 100, like fast. It was wild. They asked, then told, then made, but most cops wouldn't detain you. Seems like he was having a bad day. Sure. I mean, here's my thing, dude. I've only gotten pulled over a couple times, and every time I'm just like hands on the wheel. You know, they don't see that I'm digging around anything. Hey, officer, how you doing? Can I reach down and grab my wallet? Blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't play around. Yeah. But I mean, I don't feel like Tyreek did all that much. And especially like at first people were like, no, cops were freaking out because he was going like 100 miles an hour. Well, he was going around 60-ish, according to the cops' visual. What did they call it? It was like a visual guess. But what was the term? Visual estimation. That's crazy. Let's see. Respect goes both ways. Yeah, I mean, for sure. Cops all, yeah. So so Calais Campbell, I believe, pulled over and he was like, "Hey guys, what's going on? That's Tyreek. That's my teammate. We're playing." And the cops were like just freaking out, dude, and handcuffed him as well. So yeah, they definitely took it way higher than it needed to go. What was the attendance for the Chiefs game? I mean, sold out, I would guess, around 76,000 something. Cole, Commanders or Bucks? Vote for a game that seemed a lot closer than the score showed. Well, let's look at the week 1 scores again. Or are we talking week 2? I don't like how they do this. I don't like to look at this. Chiefs Ravens was insane. Eagles Packers, that was a fun game, to be honest. Steelers Falcons, I didn't get to watch a lot of that one. I know Kirk threw a pretty bad pick. I know Justin Fields had a pretty good game, and I think the Steelers won with 6 freaking field goals, which was crazy. Cardinals Bills was a great game. The Cardinals had opportunities to win it, dude. They had opportunities to win it. Josh Allen with 4 touchdowns, 2 rushing. Pretty good game for him. He had a fumble early on, but other than that, it was pretty good. Titans, Bears, Will Levis. blew that game. Had one of the worst second half performances I think we've ever seen. That interception was just horrible. Caleb Williams didn't look all that good either. Patriots, Bengals, we kind of talked about that earlier. That was an upset. The Patriots probably shouldn't have won that game, but they did. Texans, Colts was an absolute barn burner. That game was fun. Jags, Dolphins, I mean, it was a close game. The Jags didn't really play that well. I mean, I guess the Dolphins, I feel like, didn't either at times, but then they burned you on a couple big plays. Huh. That game was nuts. I mean, the Giants suck, dude. Let's just be honest. Raiders, Chargers. Yeah, I mean, we would have predicted the Chargers winning, and they won predominantly on the ground. Broncos, Seahawks. Bo Nix is not him yet. He's still figuring it out. I thought, you know what? Like, this game was one of my favorites. Rams, Lions. I hated that Stafford never got to see the field in overtime. It was kind of a bummer. Commanders, Bucks. I mean, I didn't watch this whole game. I caught it on Red Zone, though. I thought Baker Mayfield had an incredible game. If you're looking at his stats, like, I'm really happy for Baker. Like, what he did, you know, how he rebounded. I think he bounced from Cleveland to, was he in Carolina for a minute? He was with the Rams for a second. But dude, he got that team-friendly deal, the extension with the Bucks. But I mean, 24 for 30, 289 yards and 4 touchdowns is pretty unreal. Jaden Daniels, he looked okay. He did his thing on the ground, 16 carries for 88 yards and 2 touchdowns. Yeah, I don't think I look at any of these games. And I'm like, yeah, that was a complete surprise. Maybe other than the Bengals and Patriots game. This game I thought would be closer. Jets and 49ers. If you would have asked me, hey, who's going to win? I would have said the Niners. But I definitely thought it was going to be like a little bit closer. It was definitely not. What channel is the Chiefs playing on? Ooh, channel? I don't know right now. Yeah, I like Baker Mayfield, man. He's a good dude. You were surprised how well-rounded the Commanders look. Their defense is suspect, but there's something to watch out for. Yeah, man. Football's here. I'm excited. I'm excited to just kind of see how the season starts to play out here. You're not surprised that the Chargers only ran the ball? Yeah, no surprises there. Dobbins had a game. He looked good. Chiefs play on CBS, said Crimson. There you go, CBS. Oh, a lot of people know. Favorite song? Oof. I don't know if I have a favorite song. Ray said, Cole, I would start Hollywood week 3 just to be safe. How about you? Yeah, I'm just going to leave that to the Chiefs medical staff. If they think he's good to go and there's no risk of re-injury or anything like that on that sternoclavicular, with whatever you could re-injure on a sternoclavicular dislocation, like, if they think he's good to go and he plays, like, I'm happy for it. But yeah, if there's like any question, they're like, yeah, I don't know, this is a little risky. It's only week 2, dude. You need to rest him. Yeah. Is any Chief in danger of losing his starting role? Starting role? What do you guys think? Is there any Chiefs player on the roster right now that you think is in danger of losing their starting role? I don't know if I saw anybody last week that I was like, oh yeah, they're going to get benched if they're not careful. You know, I watch teams like the Browns, Deshaun Watson, like, he's going to get benched ASAP if he keeps playing like that. They're kind of stuck with Watson, dude. It's a mess. Did Sky play? I mean, he suited up. I think he was out there a little bit. How much will 49ers be fined for not disclosing CMC injury until 1 hour prior to game? Yeah, I don't really know, Jerome. Because that other running back, Mason, I think he misspoke. We'll see, though. They could get fined potentially from what I was seeing. Ari said, weigh in on the multiple uncalled swivel hip drop tackles. Yeah, I didn't see a lot of that. I saw one in particular on Twitter where they said, hey, this was a hip drop tackle, no call. But that was honestly the only one that I saw and even heard talked about. Where are you seeing the discourse on that? Because I must have just missed it. I didn't see a lot. They're, they might not be calling those, but they are definitely calling illegal formation. What's up, Malik? Jawan isn't going anywhere? Nah, you can't move on from Jawan Taylor. Yep, Nick Bolton had a bad game. We talked about that earlier, for sure. He did. Jalen Watson seems like he really wants Williams. I don't know what that means. What does that mean? It was like 30 plus illegal formation penalties called over the weekend. So many, dude. Josh Allen was crying over a hip tackle. I saw 3 hip drops not called. Really? Wow. Who's your NFC team? I don't have a team other than the Chiefs. I just like to watch good football. So sign me up with games that go down to the wire and are a blast. Sign me up for Lions and Rams games. Like, that was fun. Like, Monday Night Football, like, I watched it all. I cover the NFL now on Cole Breaks the Huddle, so I have a second YouTube channel. So I'm really watching every game. But, like, I was not entertained. I mean, I was entertained in some regard. You find things to be entertained about. Man, that running back, all those carries, 18 carries or whatever it was for 124 yards. He's an undrafted rookie. What's his name? His last name's Mason, but I don't remember his full name off the top of my head, but he looked good. He looked really good. Dude, my wife is making bread. I know I said it earlier, but it's coming down. The kitchen is right up here, and the air vent is just wafting down fresh bread smell, dude. Smells like a bakery. Yo, Xander, what's up, dude? As of right now, I've got the Chiefs winning on Sunday 34-20. I believe we're going to cook the Bengals defense, and their offense won't do much. 34-20. I hope it's that. I hope it's that decisively by 14 points against Joe Burrow. The last 4 meetings with Joe Burrow has been 3-point games. I would love for it not to be that close at all. Fresh bread or bacon? I would prefer bacon over fresh bread, but dude, homemade bread is insane. She wants you to do something? Nah, she's just making bread. So this sounds weird, but we kind of stopped buying bread from the store. Like, we just make fresh bread. It's got like 4 ingredients, and you've got to eat it within a few days or it goes bad, but there's like no preservatives in it. It's pretty good. Jordan Mason. That's who it is? Yeah. He was great, man. He was awesome. I think CB Watson might be in danger of losing the starting job. Okay, yeah, that's probably like the most fair position to look at, because if you ask anybody, nobody's truly earned the cornerback 2 spot yet. Now, Jalen Watson seems to be cornerback 2 based on the snap count of this game. But yeah, you can't 100% say for sure that he's got that locked. So yeah, I agree with you for sure. All right, we got a poll going on. How many points do you think the Chiefs will score against the Bengals? 14-21, 11% voted for that. 22-28, 48% voted for that. 29-35, 33%. 36 plus 9%. Dude, I like the 9%. They're like, yeah, dude, we're scoring every drive. Touchdown City. Chiefs Kingdom, what's up, dude? Said, hope you're having a great day. I'm going to get off the stream, though, so I can check out the new Cole Breaks the Huddle video. Take it easy. Dude, thank you. Yeah, if you guys want a video to watch after this, I did a week 1 recap video on Cole Breaks the Huddle, my other YouTube channel covering NFL-wide stuff. We recapped every single game. It took a long time to make, dude. So if you guys want to go watch that, feel free. Hit that video with a like if you can, because that video took a lot of work. Holy smokes. 56-3? Sounds good to me. Bengals have a history of really just crapping the bed. Yeah, so they've won like 1 game. I think week 1 in the Zach Taylor era. Let me look this up. Where did I see that? It's in yesterday's video, and it's in a note. So hold on. HBTC notes. Where is this thing at? 9-9. Yeah, so here we go. It was from KCSN. Why are you... What the heck, dude? You guys aren't seeing what I'm seeing. Oh, I'm tripping. There we go. It was in a window in front of my screen share window. Anyway, sorry. Here we go. Joe Burrow's record in week 2 games, 0-4. Mahomes' record in week 2 games, 5-1. That's crazy. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. All right, let me go back here. Yeah, technical difficulties. Yeah, I was like so confused for a second. My bad. Bengals are 1-8 in the first 2 weeks with Burrow. That's pretty crazy. Cole Breaks the Huddle is a great video, man. Detailed and great production. Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate that a ton. It's actually kind of sad right now because that channel is so small, right? It's got like 9,000 subs. That channel is so small. Like, it's not big enough to get sponsored ads on it other than Underdog. And some of those videos still take like 10 hours to make. So it's okay though. We're looking long term. I'm not focused on the views. Like, I bet you this video that we did, and it took a long time, like it probably doesn't even have 10,000 views. I'll go check it right now because I'm curious now. It's got 3.4 thousand views. That's crazy. Love your shirt. Thanks, Farman. Yeah, dude. In Spags we trust. You already know. I love watching an HBTC vid, then going straight to Cole Breaks the Huddle. Let's go, honey buns. Heck yeah. What's the status on CEH? So he got placed on the NFI list and is out for at least the first 4 weeks of the season. Yeah. So he could return after that. Thanks for your hard work. Oh, thank you, Smiley. Appreciate you. Any update on the black HBTC hats? No real update yet. Pepe, you changed your profile pic. It's no longer me, though. It was so funny seeing me on comments of videos. Any new Hollywood news? No, not really. Some of the coaches should speak to the media tomorrow. We might get a little bit more of an update there. He's trending to be able to play this week, but I'm not going to bet my mortgage on it yet. Burning the candles at both ends. Don't overdo it. Yeah, we hired another editor, so we've got 2 editors now. Thank God. Because I couldn't do this by myself. I would not make it. You know, so, but I appreciate you. Kyle said Cole Breaks the Huddle so underrated. Make sure you guys sub. Oh, thanks so much, man. How much of your Cole Breaks the Huddle subscribers are not Chiefs fans? I mean, the majority of them are probably Chiefs fans, but every video we drop, you know, we get 40, 50, 60 subs, and who knows if those are Chiefs fans or not. Subscribe to both. Thank you so much. Who said that? Arrow. Thank you, Arrow. Someone said I was goofy looking and I felt bad for you. That's hilarious, dude. That's great. Do you see the Chiefs carrying 4 running backs when CEH returns? Man, that's a great question. I think it probably, like if CEH is actually good to go, it might really depend on the health of the other guys. Is one of them banged up by that point? Is Pirine 100%? Is Pacheco? Is Steele? If one of those guys are banged up, then maybe. But I don't know. They might keep him on the NFI for a little bit and make sure he's good. Like, for sure good. It's a great question. Do I miss my old job? No. No, I mean, I didn't dislike it. My old job was a videographer for a church. No. I don't really miss people telling me what to do. Just with all due respect. I feel like I was a good employee. I handled everything. But like, I like being able to cover stuff I want and not be bound by somebody saying, hey, you can't say this in a video, or you can only say it like this, or on social media, you can't tell somebody to piss off because they're annoying you. Like, no, I don't miss any of that. I miss the people, some great people, man. But no, I feel like this is what I was born to do. So it's been a lot of fun being able to do this. David with the $20 super sticker. Thanks for being you. Thanks for being you, David. Let's go, man. You're playing Black Ops 2 campaign? Dang, dude. What a good game. Which Chief will get an extension next? Yeah, Noah Gray. I did not see that one coming. I'm hopeful Trey Smith. Yeah, I'm hopeful it's Trey Smith. Is Hollywood going to play? Hopefully, Eric. I feel like Eric's trolling. What era of Chiefs did you know you were a Chiefs fan? So I was born into a family that were Chiefs fans. So we just watched them all growing up from a kid. Yeah, they put me in Chiefs gear as a kid and all that. Chiefs clothes, Chiefs apparel. But I really started paying attention in the late 90s. It was like my early childhood years that I could remember. Eric said Bolt might be working his way out of an extension. Yeah, we'll see about that. Yeah, Trey all day. That's what I think. Thanks so much for the kind words, David. I appreciate you. Jennifer with the $20 as well. We got the back-to-back 20 bombs. Yeah, definitely not going to judge any player after one game, for sure. Brand said Noah Gray came out of left field. Yeah, I was not prepared for that one. It's really like a 2-year, $10 million deal. But still, it's nice for him. Why not? Cole, do we play the 49ers at home this year? Ooh. I'm not going to lie, man. I can't remember the Chiefs' schedule past like 1 week. I'm just like 1 week at a time right now. It's Bengals week this week. But we're going to look at it. Give me a second. Okay. So they play the Falcons on the road, the Chargers on the road, the Saints at home on Monday Night Football, the 49ers on the road. Somebody was asking if we play them at home. We play them on the road. October 20th, 3:25 game. Yeah, thanks, Joel. He said it's an away game. See, Joel knew. I just got to ask Joel. The heck? Do you think the Chiefs are winning the Super Bowl this year? I mean, I hope so. They got a good chance to get there. That's after the bye week? Oh, you're right. Saints, Chiefs, October 7th. Chiefs, Niners, October 20th. That's going to be a good game. Do you think Wiley or Hicks gets more snaps? Wiley? Oh, Jared Wiley. Are you comparing Jared Wiley and Jaden Hicks? Like who gets more snaps overall? Ooh, maybe Hicks. If you're combining special team snaps too, even though Wiley probably plays some teams as well, special teams. Song says, my thought is a team will eventually three-peat. Might as well be the Chiefs. That's what I'm talking about. A Chiefs fan from Miami said, Mild Beats, what's up, dude? Love seeing Big Ben throw bombs and even catch them, but do not miss Castle or Brody. Brody. Wait, what? Brody Croyle. Yeah, that's who you meant. It threw me off for a second. But yeah, heck yeah, dude. Are you going to call the play-by-play from Tailgate at Arrowhead? I don't think so. But we're going to go to a game this year and just hang out. Oh, the schedule is your phone background? Oh, that's a smart idea. Did the Chiefs have inside knowledge that Kelsey might retire sooner than later with the Noah Gray extension? I don't even think I'm reading that into anything to do with Kelsey. Because, like, Noah Gray is clearly tied in two behind Kelsey. And I think it's more the Chiefs think Noah Gray's market could have potentially been greater in free agency. And maybe Noah Gray approached them and he's like, hey, guys, I really want to stay in Kansas City. Can we get something done so we don't have to deal with the free agency stuff? And for all we know, they looked at it and they were like, well, for this price, it would be good because he can do this, and this, and even be the emergency long snapper. H-back role on offense, special teams, can catch passes as a reliable blocker. Like, that's a win to me. Let's see. Do you think Juju and Pirine will get more production in the game now? Yeah, I think so, Irk. Here's the thing. If Hollywood Brown returns, I don't think Juju's production really goes up. But if Hollywood is out, I think Juju's production definitely goes up a bit. Remember, he's still only got a couple weeks in the system. But still. Yeah, I think the production goes up. Is there talk about Tyreek Hill on this show? Just got here. Yeah, we talked about it. Not for like long, but I talked about the Tyreek Hill situation, and I kind of gave my thoughts on it. I mean, here's the thing. That's such a divisive topic, and everybody gets so emotional over those kind of encounters. And I'm just thankful that it didn't escalate to, anybody getting hurt or anything like that. It escalated a little bit too much for my liking. I thought it was a bit much from the police, but yeah, I gave my thoughts earlier. It's one of those situations where you can dig into it and everyone has different takes. Former police officers have weighed in. Dude, I've seen former police officers saying, hey, the police were way out of line. And I saw other former police officers say, hey, Tyreek was way out of line. Dude, I don't freaking know. I think it could have not escalated to the point that it got. And maybe Tyreek even could have been more respectful at first too. I mean, probably goes both ways. I don't know. You want to see some more Carson Steele? Dude, please. I would like that a ton. Jeff said, Cole, can you tell me how a team/defense that is known for having one of the hardest training camps in the NFL was so gassed at the end of the Ravens game? Yeah, I still think game speed is different than training camp. Like, practices are one thing, but the game is another. Like, think about the limits they were pushing in that game against Lamar, and they were dominating the time of possession was another thing. The plays are super long. The offense was quick to get off the field for the Chiefs a few times and set up huge long drives for the Ravens. Yeah, you've got hard practices at training camp. You've got long drive drill, but nothing compares to a game. And then think about this. A lot of those players didn't practice half of camp. Chris Jones, Nick Bolton, Jalen Watson, who else? There's others. Justin Reed. Like, a lot of these guys on defense didn't practice. Either half of camp or most of camp, and real game speed just way different. I remember, this is not the same, but I remember, in martial arts when I trained in Taekwondo, I trained there for 10 years, you would spar, so you'd fight, right? You'd gear up, you'd fight. You do that in practice, you feel good, you're doing your rounds, blah, blah, blah. Man, that was hard work. I got popped a couple times, but I feel good. But you go to a tournament and you fight, dude, and you start doing the rounds, and it's a whole new level. With adrenaline, the fatigue that comes in, the overexertion from the adrenaline. It's like a whole different ball game. Seth said way too much from the police. Should have had his windows down. Yeah. Yeah, I think it was I think they didn't like, whichever officer that was, did not like how it was acting. He just took offense to it and just freaking, whoa, went on 10 in his response. After seeing week 1, what team will be the biggest problem for the Chiefs this season? Well, I guess I need to go back to the Chiefs schedule to really to see it. I think the Saints game was a bit of a fluke, man. I'm not that afraid of the Saints at this point in time. I think the 49ers are good. That's going to be a tough one. The Bucs look good with Mayfield, man. That's going to be a hard-fought game. The Bills, of course. The Texans. I mean, at week 1, it's hard. But those are a few that come to mind. Those are a few. Personally, the 49ers, said Ashton. Yeah, those guys look good. The problem is for me, how good are the Jets really? Aaron Rodgers, that was his first game back in a year. Literally a year. Basically 2 years. He played 4 snaps and tore his Achilles. So, yeah, it's been 2 years for Lamar. Sticky said, I'm here for the bread talk. Y'all into sourdough? Yeah, my wife makes sourdough too. It's good. Do I like Rage Against the Machine? I don't hate them. I don't wake up to them and turn them on or anything, but I don't mind them. Jets will be good this year. I know Rodgers' stat line wasn't the best, but he was throwing the ball. Yeah, he was making some good checks, some tough drops, and then the defense couldn't stop the Niners, man. Bro, Saints were blowing out the Panthers was one of the best things on Sunday, and watching the Denver Donkeys lose is fun too. Dude, the Saints blew them out so bad, bro. You want a loaf, Rachel? Sure. I'm serious. Danny will make you one. Let me know. Gotta try chocolate sourdough? Bro, what? How do you do that? That sounds incredible. You're mostly afraid of the Chiefs beating themselves? That's a real thing. That could happen. Joel said the real question is who's going to give us our first loss realistically? I mean, dude, it could... It was a toe away from potentially being the Ravens. I mean, a lot of these games are tough. First loss realistically? I mean, could be the Niners for sure. That's a really good team. Now, the Chiefs have typically had their number. The Bucks could be one I see. The Bills are a hard-fought game, dude. That could be a loss. I mean, a lot of these games, it's just like who executes better, who turns the ball over less. Does Mahomes throw a costly interception like he did last week? I mean, it was fine, but like those are the stuff. If you can mitigate that, you'll win most of these games. They're gonna lose. Here's a real question. What game on this schedule are the Chiefs gonna lose that they should not lose? Like, they shouldn't lose this week. No disrespect to the Bengals, but they should not lose this game. Ask a Bengals fan. Tell them if they have confidence heading into week 2. Their answer is no. Now, should it probably be a close, hard-fought game? Yeah, they're good. They're a good franchise. It's been hard-fought games in the past, but who's a team that we should beat for sure on paper and we lose to? Dude, please not the Panthers. I don't know. Oh, gosh. If we lose to the Panthers, man, I'm going to be sad. Eric Wahlberg said, I'm going to watch the Chiefs versus the Niners. I live in the Bay Area. Ooh, that'll be a good game, Eric. Sorry, I'm 7 minutes delayed on that. Oh, darn, with the 21 months. Thanks for cleaning my brain from the presidential debate. I got 4 8-quart chaffing dishes now. Barbecue going to be more pro. Dude, let's go. I'm not going to lie. There was a presidential debate tonight. Dude, I had no freaking idea. I had no idea. Amber Heard wants a loaf. Whoa, easy. A score prediction on this weekend's game. So I'm not even really there yet. But if I had to pick something right now, based on what I saw from the Bengals, and this is also with me thinking Hollywood Brown returns. Hey, focus camera. On me. Thank you. I'm going to probably go with the Chiefs winning this game. I'm going to go 31-24 Chiefs. That's what I'm going with right now. I think that's just me riding high a little bit on the Chiefs offense with Hollywood back. Also knowing that the Chiefs could have put up 34 on the Ravens without a couple of drops. I hope it's not that close. I would prefer it to be like 34-21, 34-17. You watched the debate for a bit? I'm not going to lie, dude. I had no idea that was going on. You're avoiding the debate? That's probably a good idea. You didn't miss anything? All right, fair enough. Undefeated? Sounds fantastic to me. 31-7? They couldn't score on the Patriots. They ain't going to score on us. I mean, I'll take 31-7. Yeah, please. Thank you. Come again. Favorite food to eat during a game? Well, since I call the games now, it's literally drink water. But when I watch a football game, shoot, man. Give me a pizza. That's fine with me. Give me some barbecue. Either of those. Some Mexican food, like nacho like style. What's up, Drew? I'm doing great, man. How are you? Yeah, how are you doing? Who gets the MVP of the Bengals game? Let's go. Let's go Rashee Rice. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Rice again. You have it on the background, but I'm out having a fire watching you. Score prediction 33-17, only because I feel like we can sack the crap out of Joe. All right, fair enough. 33-17, love that a lot. We need 42 against the Bills. We probably do. We probably do. Yo, Captain, with the membership. Let's go, man. Appreciate that. Ooh, Pacheco, that's a good one. That's a good one. Just ate street tacos. God bless. That sounds incredible. I would love that. Bengals game will be 1 on the ground, and Isaiah we trust. I'll take it. Yeah, I think if the Bengals have a weakness, it's going to be against the run. So, dude, let's go. Pacheco, 100, 120 yards from scrimmage on Sunday. Sounds like a good day to me. Cardinals defense is non-existent. Stop worrying about the Bills. Oh, I'm not worried about the Bills now. I mean, dude, you know how much can change between now and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 weeks? Dude, you could have key players injured. I mean, dude, it's going to be, that's a long way from now. Mahomes owns Burrow. Well, I don't know about all that, but I think it's, I mean, Burrow's 3-1 against Mahomes, let's be honest. But in the playoffs, 1-1. And it's always been close games. I don't think you go in there and you're like, yeah, this is going to be an easy Bengals win. Nah. And then the AFC Championship game that the Chiefs lost against the Bengals, like, dude, Mahomes played his worst half of football that I've ever seen in my life. And that's what it took for the Bengals to win by 3 in overtime. Was it you that posted those crazy yak stats for Rice? Yeah. Yeah. Pretty crazy, huh? Rice is second in yak after week 1 out of all pass catchers, which is pretty cool. Yeah, CMC-less 49ers. They look good, Jacob. I mean, they had a really good game against the Jets, and it wasn't even close. It was like 32-13 near the end, and the Jets got a garbage touchdown. Brand said, we rarely let teams score more than 21 last year. Average was 17.3-ish. Starting the year pretty close to that. Does the trend continue? Maybe they allow closer to like 20 to 23 points a game this year. I hope it continues to be 17, but I also think the Chiefs' offense averages closer to 30 points a game this year. So I think that's okay. Hollywood going to play? Not sure yet, J399, but he's trending in the direction of playing. He's trending in the direction. The last time the Bengals won, we had no defense outside of Chris Jones. God, dude, I'm trying to remember what game that was. The Chiefs have won the last 2. So the Bengals won in the regular season, I think. Let's see. You're picking Chiefs 31-18. I like that. 31-18. Mahomes 3 passing TDs, 325 passing yards. Pacheco 130 yards on the ground, 1 rushing TD. Let's freaking go. Dude, love that. Do I talk college ball? I do not, man. I still don't watch any college ball. Saturday is my day with the fam, and I don't turn that on. I want to, though. I see everybody tweeting about it, too. Your birthday's on the same day of the game? Well, happy early birthday. Let's go, spring boy. Heck yeah, man. Well, shoot, 9:45. I'm going to get out of here and get ready for a long work day tomorrow. We're going to put out a great video, and I'm excited. I think some people are going to be speaking to the media today from the Chiefs. I think it might be the assistant coaches. I think it might be them. Pretty sure. So we'll see. But I appreciate y'all. Thanks so much for hanging out. We had about 500 in chat most of the night. It means a lot. I don't take it for granted. And yeah, I'll be back. I don't know that I'll have a Friday night Q&A or not. I'll see. We might be moving that around for the season because I'm streaming games on Sunday and I want to spend Friday evenings with my family since I don't have Sundays anymore. So I'm still trying to work through that, but we'll have a video tomorrow. I'm going to try to have an interview with the Bengals, somebody who covers the Bengals, like a little bit of a preview style interview this week as well. So we got stuff coming down the pipeline, and we got stuff on the How About Those, or on the Cole Breaks the Huddle channel as well. This is the How About Those Chiefs channel. Anyway, appreciate y'all, and until next time, let's go. Let's freaking go. How about those?